Bonjour, je m'appelle Lisha, my name is Lisha et aujourd'hui on va faire le futur proche and today we're gonna do the near future. Before starting up, n'oubliez pas de me suivre sur les réseaux sociaux. Do not forget to follow me on my social media accounts. Ok, on y va? Today we're gonna talk about le futur proche, which is the near future. That means the things or the actions that are just gonna happen shortly. For example, I'm going to play. We are going to study. They are going to watch a movie. So all of these sentences depict that the actions are gonna take place in near future. How do we actually form le futur proche in French? We first take the subject, the conjugated form of aller, the verb in the infinitive, plus the object. Let's first understand the conjugation of aller, that is, je vais, tu vas, il, elle, on va, nous allons. There's a liaison. That is why we are having a z sound. What is a liaison? A liaison is a property through which we merge the sounds together. For example, a word nous is ending with s and the other word allons is starting with the vowel. So we merge these sounds together and the s sound of nous and the a sound of allons merge together to become z. Nous allons. The same scenario we have with vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. In French, we do not have something called simple present and present continuous. So the meaning of je vais is I am going or I go. Tu vas is you are going or you go. Il va is he is going or he goes. Elle va is she is going or she goes, and etc. So we do not have something called simple present and present continuous in French. We have the same. So now we have the main part of the formation, which is aller, the conjugated one. Now we're going to look forward with the infinitive. What is infinitive? Infinitive is the raw form of the verbs, like the verbs which are ending with er, ir, ari. For example, parler, regarder, monter, montrer, descendre, etc. etc. Let's look at some examples now. I'm going to break it for you. Subject, tu. Aller, which is the conjugated form. Va, tu vas. Infinitive, let's take the infinitive to be finir. Tu vas finir. And then the object, ton devoir. Tu vas finir ton devoir, which is you are going to finish your homework. Makes sense, right? Let's take one more example. The subject il va. So we have to conjugate aller with the il form. Il va jouer. Let's take the infinitive to be jouer. Il va jouer avec ses amis. Il va jouer infinitif avec ses amis. He is going to play with his friends. Easy, right? So now we have seen some of the examples. Let's look at the negation. What do we do in negation is that we have ne and pas and we have the verb in between. So ne, pas and the verb in between. The only thing that we have to focus on in negation is the verb. That's it. So we have to put ne before the verb and pas after the verb. Like for example, tu vas finir ton devoir was the first example that we took. Tu. Now we know the verb is aller, the conjugated one. Tu ne vas pas finir ton devoir. So I've used ne before va and pas after va. Tu ne vas pas finir ton devoir. The second example that we took was il va jouer avec ses amis. Il, the subject. Let's take the verb which is aller. Il ne va pas jouer avec ses amis. Il ne va pas jouer avec ses amis. Let's look at interrogation now. So the easiest form and the most standard form in French is est-ce, is by using this word est before any sentence and putting a question mark at the end. It would form a question. So the first sentence was tu vas finir ton devoir? Est-ce que tu vas finir ton devoir? Is it that are you going to finish your homework? Est-ce que il va jouer avec ses amis? I put est before the sentence. which means, is it that he is going to play with his friends? So now we have done formation, examples, how do we have the negative form and how do we have the interrogative form. Let's look into some examples where we're going to convert the sentences from the present to futur proche. So the first part says, j'étudie les sciences. I'm studying the science. For example, I'm not studying science at all. I would study that. So I would say, I'm going to study science. How would I say that? I'm going to put aller, infinitive, object. Je vais étudier les sciences. Je vais étudier les sciences. Je, subject, vais, conjugated aller, étudier, infinitif, les sciences. Je vais étudier les sciences. How do we form the negative form of this? Je ne vais pas étudier les sciences. Je ne vais pas étudier les sciences. I'm not going to study the science. Let's look on to the second one. Il regarde la télévision. He's watching the television. I have to convert this into futur proche. Il va regarder la télévision. Il va, infinitif, regarder la télévision. Il va regarder la télévision. So you would get the conjugated form everywhere. Like earlier you got j'étudie, which means the étudier is infinitive. Now you got il regarde, that means the infinitive form is regarder. You need to find out the infinitive form. Regarder. So il va regarder la télévision. He is going to watch the television. I have to make this into negative. Il ne va pas regarder la télévision. Il ne va pas regarder la télévision. He is not gonna watch the television. Let's take the third one to be Elle prend son petit-déjeuner. She is taking her breakfast. I have to convert this into futur proche. She is gonna take the breakfast. Elle va prendre son petit-déjeuner. She is gonna take her breakfast. Let's make the sentence into negative form. Elle ne va pas prendre son petit-déjeuner. Elle ne va pas prendre son petit-déjeuner. She is not going to take her breakfast. She might be taking a lunch, right? Let's take the fourth one to be Ils lisent les romans. They are reading the novels. They are going to read the novels. Ils vont lire les romans. What is the infinitive for lise? Is lire. So, ils vont lire les romans. I have to make this into negative. Ils ne vont pas lire les romans. Let's take the last sentence to be Vous explorez cette ville. You are going to explore the city should be the thing. So, vous allez explorer cette ville. It could be a question as well. Vous allez explorer cette ville. If I have to make the sentence into negative, then I am going to form Vous n'allez pas explorer cette ville. Vous n'allez pas explorer cette ville. We don't want that. We actually want to explore a city, but a sentence. Vous n'allez pas explorer cette ville. I hope that I'm able to clear up your concepts. And if you want to practice more, I'm going to drop down the link for the worksheet and the correction in the description box. You can find it there. Practice and have fun. Thanks for watching this video. I hope I was able to clear your concepts for le futur proche. Now you can also start using le futur proche in your day-to-day life. Like for example, I use that in the starting of the video. On va faire le futur proche. On va faire le futur proche. Do like and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Merci et au revoir.